Welcome to the NANC podcast, or Not A NINJAGO Cult.
We're totally not a cult.
Totally. We're totally.
Totally not a cult. Today we have some cool peeps with us as we sit here and talk about one of the coolest shows, Ninjago. So introduce yourself. Oh, actually, wait, I'm first. Shit. I am. My name is Cheesy Pies. Also known as Cheesy. I have been into. Oh, I should wait for that. Anyway, I enjoy doing the arts, and I do a lot of drawing and a lot of music-y things, and I do animatics sometimes for Ninjago. So,
That's pretty cool.
I do know.
It's my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
Yeah. So I'm Alina. I am the leader of this Ninjago cult.
We're not a cult.
Oh, shoot.
No.
We're not a cult.
We're not a cult. I am an actor, and that's it.
My name is MK, and I don't do much. I just meme on Discord.
That's a fun thing to do.
Solid.
We always need the memes. Memes are important.
You're out there in the front lines for us. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm eventually also known as Eve. What I do in the community is I read a lot of fan fiction, and sometimes I podfic as well.
Hell yeah.
I'm Sunny B. I go by Sunny, and I'm also an art person. I feel like a lot of people in here are art people.
Hell yeah.
Let's
Nice.
not forget you like to get high.
Oh yeah, I also
That
smoke
too.
weed.
It's so lit.
Hi, I'm the KFC. You can also
Hi.
call me Kevin. I really love movies and shows, and I really love to analyze and critique them, especially Ninjago, my favorite TV show.
Hi, I'm Trist. I also really love Ninjago. I do art, songs. I made a few mocks. I made that really big Castle of Ice thing on Twitter. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Zena Irale, and I'm the lead director of the Ninjago musical, and I'm also one of the co-owners of the Ninjago soundtrack project server. And Ninjago's been my thing for the past 10 years, and yeah.
So I have a few awesome questions here for us to answer, so that I guess people know who we are a bit more. So first off, that's the second question, or the first question. Anyway, second off, how did you get into Ninjago? So I got into Ninjago way back when, in the year 2011. I feel like a lot of us actually got into Ninjago like right during the pilots as well. But I was there since day
did.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, valid. But yeah,
Valuable contribution.
I was there since day one, and I've had an on and off relationship with Ninjago for a while. I watched from like the pilots to season 2, and then that break, I took a break. Then like from season 3 all the way to season 7, I watched a lot, and then I took another break because Hands of Time was not my season. And then Kevin's get off me at that.
Kevin is
And you-
15 meters from your location.
And then I watched a bit of Sons, and then like I really got back into it again around now, which is well, actually a bit before now would be Bound would be when I really got back into it, and then I binged everything from like season 11 up. So here I am.
Damn, yo. Hi.
So how did you get into Ninjago, Alina?
Well, that's a long story. I used to do karate, and when I was a child, I was a very weird child. I hated
As
Ninjago.
we all are.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we're here.
I kind of hated Ninjago, and I didn't
What?
understand it. I thought Kai was gonna be the Green Ninja, I had watched, and then I remember my last memory being like Hands of Time. Hands of Time was like the last like season I watched. And then we go to this year where I get back into Ninjago and I start off with a hatred of Ninjago once more. And I'm like, I hate Lloyd. He should die. And then I...
How the turntables.
How the turntables have turned. I went and watched the Oni trilogy and I felt attacked. Because I too I was an annoying blonde child who now has trust issues and yeah.
That's the mood, though. That's the mood.
Honestly, though.
So yes, I am Lloyd. I rest my case.
Nifty.
No argument there.
Point made.
Can confirm.
Alright, MK.
Alright, so I didn't even know Ninjago existed back when it came out. So I basically just saw my older sister watching it on Netflix and I thought, this looks pretty cool. And I just watched it with her.
Wait,
Is that what the
is that
story
it?
is?
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah. That's
Fair
it.
enough.
Short and sweet.
Valid.
Okay. I got into Ninjago probably in 2012, like when I was a kid, and I probably watched from the pilots until season 2. And then somewhere along the lines of just growing out of the show, I forgot it existed for 9 years and didn't come back into the Ninjago fandom until 2021. So with The Island and Seabound, I watched seasons 3 through 13, and I didn't actually watch Seabound until this year, until 2022. But I've been riding the hype for Crystalized and really enjoying it so far.
Hell yeah.
I also didn't know that Ninjago existed when it first came out. I discovered it probably like 3 months ago when I watched the Lego Ninjago movie, which I absolutely love, and I don't like when people trash on it because it's amazing. And I loved it.
It's not
I loved it.
It's just mid.
It's hella good, right? Okay.
mid.
I loved it so much that I got really high and binge watched the entire series within 2 months. And so don't ask me any questions about it because I probably won't remember, but I really enjoyed it, and now I'm a full-fledged member of the fandom.
One of us. One of
Yeah.
us.
One of us.
Just as
Part
you
of the
do.
crew, part of
One
the
of
ship,
us.
part of the crew, part of the ship.
Yeah.
Welcome to the crew.
Welcome to the Woo Crew.
Thank you for
Honestly,
having me.
though.
Welcome to the underground.
All my homies hate Blue.
For real,
Not
Woo is
me.
literally okay. I'll get into this later.
This is from my home.
Yeah, we can get into it.
We can just make an
Hey,
entire
Woo.
characters.
podcast.
When we get to characters.
We're not
Yeah.
even there.
Yeah.
I hate episode
We'll
maybe
talk
another
about
time.
him later.
So, Kev, you're next.
Well, mine's quite a complicated story as well, sort of similar to Cheesy's. So I actually watched Ninjago when it first came out. Like, I remember it came out on Cartoon Network. I was like, cool, Lego show. And then I watched it and I was like, this is some pretty cool stuff. And then I just watched Ninjago from there to Rebooted. I loved watching Ninjago, and then for some reason I stopped. And I didn't get back into the show, even though I did see some episodes occasionally, and even the movie, until last year in 2021. And I fell in love with it. It was just an incredible, amazing show that, I'm very glad to be very attached to. And I mean, yeah, that's about it. That's where I am now.
Love to hear it.
The man, the myth, the legend.
That's right. I kind of have been a Ninjago fan since before it started airing. I don't know how I found out about it because I was so young, but like in 2011, as soon as like I found out it was a theme, I was like, oh, this is cool, and I like immediately asked for like a couple of the sets. I don't really remember watching like the first 2 seasons that much. I know I did watch them, but I remember season 3 especially was where I would just be like constantly like looking on YouTube for like the new episodes and stuff and all that. So I really kind of just always really loved it. Shima too, but Ninjago especially. And then even now, like I never really phased out of it somehow. Just like the absolute goofball I am, I've kind of just always been obsessed with it. And yeah, definitely.
At the show.
What?
Imagine phasing out of Ninjago.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me. I was
Never.
kind of getting a little concerned just because we had the big content drought after Seabound, and even though Seabound was great, I was like, we haven't gotten anything for so long, and like, am I really still gonna like this? And then as soon as we got Crystalized, I was like, yeah, like this is a good show. So
Hell yeah.
it's just really fun to stick around, and I'm really happy that I've been here since the beginning.
Hi.
Hi.
So when I was like really young, I really like stories, and then one of my friends, we're at a ski trip, and they showed me the pilot episodes and some of the minifigures and spinners from the pilot wave, and I was like, this is interesting. And then in 2015, Garmadon got sacrificed to the curse drum, and I was emotional, and I was emotionally affected by that. And as a result, I started writing fan fiction, and ended up joining a Ninjago Discord server in 2018. And from there, I created.
What server was it?
Oh, the Ninjago Discord owned by Brick Lovers TV. Yeah, so I joined that server, and then I started the Ninjago musical fan project, which has been going for 4 years, and we're starting to finally have a direction for that. So, yeah.
Woohoo!
I can't wait to see it or hear it. Hear it, because both technically it's an animatic and a musical. We're just going.
Yeah, and
Then
we're
you
making a
watch it.
concept album too, so
Heck yeah.
How much will it be?
free.
Oh man, thank you. Thank you so much.
It's our
I'll
gift.
buy
It's their
10
gift
for
to
Wallet
us.
one.
I said 3.
I'll take
With
your
the new
entire
sets.
talk.
Price
The new sets.
up.
Okay, so on to the next question, if y'all are ready.
I'm
No.
not.
Okay.
Oh, too bad. Okay, so who is your favorite character? Your favorite ninja? Your favorite villain? Your favorite side character? And if you really want to cause some spicy hot takes, who's your least favorite? I'm adding it because it's funny. I'm adding it because it's funny.
boy.
So it's up to you if you want to open that can of worms. So
Can of worms.
Go right.
my favorite ninja currently is Cole. For the longest time it was Zane, for like years. Like from like all the way up until like this year it was Zane. And then I defected to Cole, I think around especially rewatching all the Oni trilogy and also Master of the Mountain. I'm just like, yeah, Cole's awesome. So Cole is currently my favorite. My favorite villain is Morrow. I really love his backstory. I feel it's really interesting. I don't know. I like tragic backstories like that. I like Out of the Edge occasionally, so the angsty stuff. And my favorite side character is really hard to pick. It used to be Pixel. I really still love Pixel, but right now it's very much Ronin and Benthamar. And these guys can attest to that. I don't know. I like Ronin because of his very morally gray kind of character, and he's very chaotic neutral. You never really know what side he's going to be on in a season, and I think that's really cool and really interesting. Yes, that too. And I really like Venthamar because who doesn't like cool fish people? And I like mer people, and he's really sweet and cool. So anyway. Alina, it is your turn.
She speaks.
Yeah, I'm dancing.
So who's your yes? Who is your favorite characters and villain and side character?
My favorite character. Actually, my favorite character is Jay. I think.
Oh my god!
I knew it.
So
Wait, what?
amazing. I just love that he's into lightning and he just goes like zzz, and I'm like ah.
My
No.
first one.
My favorite character is Lloyd. For
Wrong.
obvious reasons. No one wrong. Who's my favorite
It's
ninja?
true.
I mean, that's my favorite character. Ninja villain. Lord Garmadon. Yeah. And a side character.
It's Miss Sako.
Oh gosh!
Oh. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's many side characters.
Elena.
A lot of
There's so
side
many.
characters.
A lot of side characters. You can pick
Has
anyone.
stopped
Exactly.
working.
Anyone is fair game. So.
Benzamar is
They
fine.
made a whole.
You know
made a
why?
whole team of
You know why
characters.
Benzamar is fine? Benzamar
Why?
is fine because
His spear.
sometimes their ships just sink.
It's very sad. I love it.
Yeah, that's it.
There we go.
My favorite ninja is Kai, easily. I've been a fan of it. I've been a fan of him from the start, and it's mostly because red's my favorite color. Favorite villain. I'm gonna have to go Pythor on this one.
Solid.
He's just a valid character.
He's a lot of fun.
Favorite side character? Easily Dareth, the real green ninja.
A real green ninja. Oh my
Real
God.
green ninja.
The real green ninja.
Okay. My favorite ninja is Jay. I really like how he's funny, relatable. Also, in lots of parts of the show, he's kind of cringe and flawed, and I like flawed characters. That's fun. My favorite villain is Garmadon. He's so versatile. I love him in season 1. He's okay in season 2. In seasons 8, 9, and 10, he's like a totally different kind of villain, and that's really interesting and cool. My favorite side character is the commissioner, because he's gonna finish his boat.
One day he will.
Someday.
One day I'll finish you.
My favorite ninja, I would say Cole, but recently I've been feeling like it's leaning towards Kai. I like Cole as a character probably better, but I like drawing Kai better, and so he by default is becoming one of my favorites. My favorite villain obviously is Asphira, and I don't understand how anyone could have a different favorite villain. Mostly just because of her hatred towards Wu, and I'll get to that. My favorite side character is probably Richie the Pack Rat from Prime Empire, just because I like his design, and I feel like if I were to eat a minifigure of him, it would taste very good.
Jeez.
This
Oh,
place
boy.
don't scratch our itch, boys.
This place don't scratch my itch.
My least favorite character, let me think about this one. It's Wu. I absolutely hate Wu. How do I explain how I hate Wu? He's just the worst.
He started a
It's so-
whole lot
he's
of the
such a
season.
punchable face. He causes like
Disrespect.
everything wrong. He hates the ninja. Like, anyway. I really don't have a reason for hating Wu. I just hate him.
Valid and fair.
Huh.
Thank you. It is valid.
It'd be your turn, Kevin. Go right ahead.
All right, so my favorite character is it's Kai. You know, I've always liked Kai since the very beginning, all the way to the pilot days, and you know, just relate to him a lot, especially with his hot temper and just also selfless and heroic side. That's something I've always admired and related to. And favorite villain, a lot of great ones out there. I mean, there's so many good villains like Chen and Notakon, but I'm gonna have to go with the classic Garmadon choice, because I mean, he was great in the early seasons, great in the Uni trilogy as well, so he has that going for him. And it's not a surprise for you guys who my favorite side character is. it's Skylar. I've always loved Skylar. There's something about her character that's always just pulled me in. And
cool hair.
She's just a baddie.
Yeah, blue hair too.
Kevin loves Skylar. He wishes redheads were real.
But like, yeah, like I can't really. I feel like I'd have to make this a long podcast episode to explain why. But to make a long story short, you know, she's just a really awesome character, and I didn't really prepare for this question, but I might as well answer it. As far as the worst character I can think of off the top of my head, it'd probably be Yang, because I mean,
I forgot to answer that question.
I mean, he was good in
again?
Possession, but
Yang's
in Day of the
bit of
Departed, he
fill
was
in the
just
blank.
like Day of the Departed. He was just a fool. I lost so much respect for him in Day of the Departed because he was just didn't think things
His
through,
soundtrack
so
was pretty
that's
good
my
though.
thing. Yeah, that's true.
It was.
I need to rewatch Day of the Departed sometime.
The
I need
soundtrack's
to watch
pretty
it.
good in general.
I watched it last Halloween. I think around Halloween last year.
Watch that be our next watch party.
Oh my
Please.
gosh, yes. We
That would
could
be
do it,
fun.
like during
Yeah.
the Day of the actual Day of the Departed.
We should do a cover
Yes.
of. We should do a
Yeah.
cover of man.
Oh yeah, that's our next fan.
in honor of Aspira too.
Our next fan dub is Day of the Departed.
Like,
Good. Okay. My favorite ninja, as of recently, it's Cole, and I wish it was. I kind of wish it was always Cole, but it hasn't been. Like at first it was Jay, and then for like the Oni trilogy and Secrets, it was Lloyd, and I think it was kind of just like whichever one I saw myself the most in. Like at first when I was like younger, I was kind of like, oh yeah, I like Jay, like I like being goofy like that, and then around like Lloyd, when he like started really like getting all these like emotional arcs, I was kind of just like, there was just stuff like going on that like kind of made me really like feel for him, and I was like, yeah, like Lloyd's a very like real and valid character. And then after like everything kind of like settled down in my life, I kind of looked at Cole, and it was like, oh, like he's kind of like that too, where like he's had trauma, he's had like all kinds of stuff, but he's there, he's just like being him, and like he's okay with that. And I just really like Cole. I also like all the different roles he can take on, like when he's like being a dad for Wu, when he's growing back up. That's like one of my favorite arcs of his in the series. And also just like Cole's just Cole, he's great, I love him.
What are your thoughts on his ghost arc?
I think I don't like, I wasn't much of a Cole fan when he was going through it, so I may not have that much to say.
Ghost.
But yeah, I think it was cool. I kind of wish they did a bit more with him. Although like I'm not disappointed with what we got though. Like maybe he could have done more with like the possession stuff or like the disappearing, but
Valid.
it was a solid arc for what we got. Like I don't think we really missed out on it. I didn't really expect it to be like as fleshed out as like Titanium Zane or something. But yeah,
That's what fan fiction is for.
that is what fanfiction is for.
That's
Yeah.
The power of fan fiction.
As a fellow Cole enjoyer, you basically hit the nail on the head as to also why I liked Cole. So
Yeah.
Hey.
Thank you.
For villain, I would have to say, I mean, surprise, surprise, Harumi, which is a big red flag for most people. But it's just really like I have a thing where like if there's a villain in a show that's like really well written, like another great example is if anyone's seen Arcane, Silco. Like if there's a villain, even if they're just like a terrible person, like if they have good writing and like realistic motivation, it's just like really easy for me to like them a lot. Harumi is one of those characters. Like I still like after what she did in the Oni trilogy, like I still feel bad for her just because like everything with,
Character
like,
bad person.
losing her parent. Yeah, like she just has like a lot of losing her parents and like being raised by like the royal family who just like didn't really care for her that much. Like it's just a really it's just good character writing and really realistic. Like a lot of the other characters, she just feels really real. And it's just really fun to watch too. Side characters, I'll try to speed this up. I do like Pixel a lot. I'd say Pixel, Skylar, and Akita are probably like my favorite. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
They're really good with their side characters. Also, special shout out to Chop and Kapow. So sad to see them go. They were gone too soon.
Kapow and Chop moving up the ranks.
Low key best Ninjago villain duo.
Yeah, I miss them, man, every day. And my least favorite character, no question, Scales Jr.
Wow.
The day the Hageman said he died in a jet ski accident was the happiest
I
day.
remember that.
I thought that was
Oh my
Tom.
God.
That was the saddest day of my life.
R.I.P. Skills Jr.
Okay, so my favorite character is Lloyd. He's a child at heart, and I love his emotional arc. And kind of on that note, I also like his dad Garmadon as a villain and just as a character in general. I love how overprotective he is when he still has good in him. My favorite side character is probably a tie between Pixel and Skylar.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Valid.
A lot of Skylar and Pixel love.
Skylar
They
season
deserve
one.
it,
deserve it.
honestly.
No wait, yeah, Skylar
Listen,
and Pixel seasons 1.
Yes,
Please.
please. I would love
Oh,
those.
for
Either of those.
sure.
Please and thank you.
bro, Skylar backstory?
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
where are
Well,
we?
actually, we are just finishing the character round, and now we're on to the next question, which is, so what is the first Ninjago set you've had? I'm gonna answer that in a second, but because I forgot to mention my least favorite character, despite the fact that I said it at the beginning. My least favorite character is Misako, because she
fair.
is a jerk. Well, she's boring, one. She's just really boring. But two, she like leaves her kid at evil Darkly's school for bad boys and does not write a single letter to him the whole time he is there. Why? Like, I get it, but I get you're on a mission to go and try and figure out a way to stop this prophecy or whatever. But like, come on, you could at least write your kid or like call him, send him a text, something.
Maybe she thought Darkly's was a reformatory school, but nope.
She just didn't.
Bad boys is in the name.
It's in the name.
The whole point of her leaving was to like research the prophecy and stop it. One, she didn't stop it, and two, the prophecy didn't even work. The Overlord's coming back anyway. So like,
Yeah.
it's all that. It's like, nice job, Misako.
She's just a bozo. Get
It's like,
reason.
oh shit, that wasn't the final battle?
Man, that's tough.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Well, I
and my
hope we
first
get a
Lego
scene of
set.
Misako.
Oh my god.
I hope that she's like, she tried to make herself useful, but she's just off right now on her own.
Hard enough.
She did yell at Wu once, which was kind of cool. you know?
That too. That was nice. That was nice.
Yeah,
Okay, so my
isn't she
Ninjago
also like
set-
part of the Explorers Club, so she had to get a buttload of hours? Sorry, son. I couldn't
yeah, that's
come
true.
back for you because I had to get a buttload of hours to join the Explorers Club.
She was on the grind though, so that's
Sorry,
She
Laura.
was on the grind.
I mean, she was on the grind for a good reason, but like, at least contact your kid is all I'm saying.
She dropped.
Maybe they
She dropped
confiscated
off
his phone. Maybe the people at Darkly's confiscated Lloyd's phone.
No, they stole it.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
It was back in 2011. They didn't have phones. Or what? Wait, did they?
Wait, they had phone. Well,
They-
technically
They
Ninjago's
didn't
in a
have phones
different
until Pirates of the
time
Caribbean.
period kind of thing. Like half of Ninjago's like rule and like
Ninjago
weird,
is a
like
timeless classic.
yeah, the time was kind of like, and then the city has like a lot of technology, so I don't know.
Well, they didn't get all that technology until
The
season
city's
3.
like
True.
2077.
So write a letter. Misako should write a
She
letter.
could have
and
written a
story. Yeah. But okay, so my first Ninjago set is the one right next to me, but you can't see it. It is the Legacy Monastery, and that is the one and only set I have currently, because I just started collecting like a few months ago. I've been watching forever, but I just started collecting. But I'm excited to hopefully get the City Gardens after that, because if I'm going to get a set, I'm going to go big or go home.
Yes.
I'm
then
going
we're
to
doing
get it.
Also,
unboxing.
Joshua Deck is a legend for making that poster, so.
Yeah, I have that hung
Yeah.
up on my wall right next to my Be Water poster.
Yeah. Be water.
I'm a tall glass of water.
I'm a tall glass of water.
Glass of water.
Yes.
And then she became a tall glass of water.
water.
I'm a tall glass of water.
I'm a tall glass of water.
You get.
She became water.
You're gonna need makeup before I rearrange your face.
Oh, I love Nia.
Same.
Who doesn't?
Anyway, Alina, it's your turn. What was your first Ninjago set?
Well, my brother has Ninjago sets from like the pilots. But technically the first one I've ever bought myself is the Tournament of Elements set.
The original or legacy?
The legacy one.
Heck yeah.
Ooh,
So
that's a really cool
I
set.
have like Attack on Ninjago City and like all those old stuff, like the Overlord and I also have like a bunch of I have a little shit Lloyd, and I also have a bunch of Skullkin and Hypnobrai for some reason and Scales. But like my first set I ever bought for myself was sorry, that was my lightsaber.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere. Sorry,
that was my lightsaber.
All I,
Yeah, so that was my first set. I would say City Gardens was my second. Because I'm insane. I'm unbridled. I go crazy. Yes.
Okay,
So
MK. It's your turn. God, I
All
can't
right.
word. It's your turn.
but real quick, when you said sorry, that was my lightsaber, I heard it in Lloyd's voice. Just heard him as the mechanic go like, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, that was my lightsaber.
My first Lego Ninjago set was the Hover Hunter from Rebooted. I still enjoy it.
Okay, I guess
my-
eventually.
What's your... Oh, okay.
My brother had sets when I was a kid, but I didn't really like. Yeah, they were his. They weren't mine. The first set that I bought myself was the Lloyd race car Evo from the Core. Shoot, what's it called? Core Wave.
Yeah, it's cool.
And lucky me. Before I even knew, because I bought it in January, like it was the only vehicle from the Core Wave that made it in the real show, because it's one of the that they use. So woohoo, lucky.
Wow.
It is because they didn't give Lloyd any vehicles, and they only put him in 2 sets this wave.
Because he deserves
Oh, they-
only 2 sets.
It's true.
What?
What?
It's crazy.
Sunny, it's your turn.
Oh shit. I looked up what set I got because I didn't know the name of it because I don't know the names of any of the sets. But it was Jay's Thunder Dragon, which is
Oh, let's go.
one of the cheapest sets that was at my local Walmart. And I bought it before I even watched the show. It was after I watched the movie, but it was before I watched the show. And I fell in love with Lego, so I went out and bought a set.
Heck yeah.
And I love building sets. Building sets is one of my favorite things in the world, even though I think I have 4 sets.
I wish the Thunder Dragon was my first set.
Gotta grow the collection, man.
I mean, Sonny got a one for his birthday, so.
Yeah, which one did I get? Cole's Boulder Blaster.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was really fun to build.
That's a nice one.
Valid jet.
So, Kev, what's your first set?
Alrighty. Well, I will say, it still hurts. I never got a pilot set, but I'm pretty sure my first Lego. Actually, no, I'm not pretty sure. I know my first Ninjago Lego set was the original Jay's Stormfighter. And I actually remember how I got it because I actually got it for Christmas, which was, really nice to get a Ninjago set for Christmas. And I actually still have it to this day. Granted, the figures are, let's say, aged, and some pieces are mixed and matched, with other stuff. But overall, it's still intact. It still survived. So. I mean, it's nice that it's still around, and I mean, my next oldest set
Hi, I'm back.
was actually the Venomari Shrine, and I had multiples of those, and I just lost them, so I got a new one, and now it's back in my collection. So, yeah, those are my oldest sets.
Nice.
Yeah.
Were we doing favorite sets too? I forget.
If you really want, you can. It's fine. It's a free code.
Oh wait, can I do for my favorite?
You can
banned.
Maybe we should do another round then of favorite sets.
Yeah,
all right.
My first set, I'm 90% sure it was the blacksmith shop from the pilots. I kind of just asked my grandma. I was like, "Yo, there's this new ninja theme. I want the red one," because he was the main one. I hadn't even seen the show, so she was like, "All right, bet," and he got me the blacksmith shop. And I say 90% because I remember right around then, one of my friends just gave me the training outpost set that was Cole from the pilots, and it was just a little $10 thing, and I think that was my second, but I don't know, one of those is my first. But yeah,
I want everyone to know I'm looking all these sets up.
Valid. Honestly,
But
Sam,
I
I
have
don't
a
know
visual.
any of the names.
I
cannot put a name to a thing.
You will love how accurate it is to the show.
Can we get a legacy version soon, please?
I would love that, and then they can have the past Ray and Maya.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
so I'm in a
never
bit of a rush because I gotta eat, but my first set was Lasha's Bite Cycle. I did this video in my room years back, and I remember the first lines being, one day there was a ninja named Cole who wanted to find some Fang Blades, and then I was pretending to be Cole, and I was like, Fang Blades, I love Fang Blades, and then I just flipped the Cole minifigure on his head, and I was like, ouch. So, yeah.
Heck yeah.
You just thought the name was cool, Fang Blade.
I mean, that sound pretty kick-ass. Not gonna lie.
This
I
is
still have
off
that
topic,
video,
but
actually.
a set that I brought up, it's 45 pieces, and it goes for $50 sealed now.
Oh.
What, the storm jet?
No, the training outpost, but 45 pieces, and it's $50.
That's so little pieces for so much. But,
Yeah, it's modern Lego prices.
Old.
Time goes by, and they don't remake sets often enough to make it go down. Or at all, I don't think.
It's detailed, okay?
True. Okay, so I guess we now have an added question, which is, what is your favorite set? For anyone who wants to answer. So this
Yeah.
is the last question before we end. What is your favorite Ninjago set? I guess mine is the city gardens and all the city stuff. I love location sets so much because it's just like, oh, you have like this whole area, you can put the minifigs in it, and I just find it neat. Like if you've seen on like Twitter or like or whatever, probably on Instagram, like those like photos of people like taking pictures of like minifigs from like a low angle and like just like from like I guess like lower level, like if it was just a normal photo kind of thing. I think that kind of stuff is neat anyway. So like just putting these minifigs in like an environment is just cool, and I just love the aesthetic. So my dream would be to get all the city sets and like make a Ninjago city and put minifigs in it to live and stuff because I think it's cool. Anyway,
space for it.
I would make like if I were to do that dream, I would make space for it, like to the point where I'd like make either I'd make a mock like Borg tower, or I'd hope that Ninjago would cave and make a Borg tower for us to buy.
Set one.
Give us Borg Tower, Ninjago. Give it to us, Lego.
We should make that a hashtag on Twitter.
Yeah, not until then. Yeah, start a hashtag, but only after the prices are better. Yes, Tris.
Yeah, the Borg Tower is like our 501st battle pack.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Okay, Alina, what is your favorite set? Or
Yeah, this will be my last question. My favorite set is the Temple of Resurrection.
I like the little song that you did with it.
Yeah.
Like come with the set.
She does sing that when she goes up to the Temple of
you should
Resurrection.
watch our fandom of the Council of the Crystal King episode.
Spider spit the mouse sleep deep.
No.
Or else you'll find a spider in your mouth. Sorry.
And just like that, everyone was left with mental scars.
Everyone was left dead. Yeah, that's my
Especially
favorite set.
Lloyd.
Heck yeah.
That's my last line, and I will go because. Bye.
Adios.
Bye, Alina.
Bye.
Bye.
And thus our leader evaporated.
Then there were 1, 2, 7.
Omori has now left.
Is this everyone's last question?
Yes, and then we do outro, and then
Okay,
we
'cause I have to
go
hop out
live
to after
life.
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so my favorite Ninjago set.
Same.
Probably the Crystal King.
Hmm.
I just like the way it's built.
You say the Crystal King?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like the use of the Evo joints.
Ooh, controversial.
Very.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I've only recently gotten into the Lego aspect of Ninjago, but the set that I feel like would be the coolest if I could actually get it and find it would be the Lighthouse Siege. That would be so cool because the location sets are awesome. I totally agree.
Yeah.
I really want that set
I do
so
love the Lighthouse
badly.
You have it.
Especially Nia.
Yeah,
Her figure's
I have it,
so
and I think I lost the
amazing.
door for it, which is really unfortunate.
Legacy Lighthouse when?
That would be cool.
Legacy Lighthouse. That would be
UCS Monastery when.
No.
Yes.
UCS Oni Temple.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Just do a UCS for one UCS per season.
Oh my goodness,
Exactly.
yes.
Please.
Like for season one.
Ouroboros.
No.
Yeah, Ouroboros, then
Snake Train set one.
the trains.
The train set.
The Ice Emperor Castle.
See, like, I want a
my-
UCS Ice Emperor Castle, but then I look at mine and I'm like, I don't want this to become like, I don't want it to be replaced.
Uh-huh.
Because I built the whole thing.
I spent too much time on this, damn it. I'm not replacing it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna replace it with some $300.
That's a vibe. So, Sunny, what's your favorite set?
Oh god. I really like I really like the city gardens because I feel like the best sets are the ones that you can use as a centerpiece on your table.
Yeah.
Out of the sets that I have, the Boulder Blaster for sure, because as I was building it, I was like super astonished by the gears that were like inside of it. And I was like gushing about it, and I even like went and showed my dad, and I was like, look at this. He wasn't as impressed as I was, but
cool.
That was my favorite to build, and I like the shooty gun part of it. You know, the blaster part of the Boulder Blaster.
Still have the trigger.
Yo, Devin
Okay,
Mac
what's your
just
take?
Huh? Oh wait. Devin Mac just joined the Ninjago musical server and left. The
Wait,
person
who's
was
Devin Mac?
still sorcerer.
That's so funny.
Wait, who's Devin Mac?
He's the guy who plays Vangelis and Sonic.
Oh yeah, the Sonic guy.
Oh
Oh
my
my god.
That's hella
Literally Devin Mac.
Cool.
That's
So
wild.
Just joined and left, probably because it was kind of inactive, but like.
I've been in the same server as Devin Mac.
Sweet. Hell yeah.
Flex.
Oh yeah, and Tommy Kalmar is in the musical server too. He also works
Neat.
at
Hell
Ninjago.
Sorry, I couldn't hear my cat purring. He's kind of noisy.
So Kevin, what's your favorite set?
This is like sort of tough because like it's so tough because I really love
He has a lot of favorites, obviously.
That's true. I really like the Temple of Light. I love the Fusion Dragon set, but I'm gonna have to go with the Throne Room Showdown, and it may be a small set, but like, I mean, here's the thing, like, this small set not only has a cool build of like a throne and a cage and all that, but it also, the figures are absolutely phenomenal. Just
Girl bosses,
amazing
you know.
selection. Harumi, Skylar, Pixel, Nia, and Lloyd. I mean, at that point in time, that was the majority of Ninjago's prominent female characters there. That
And Lloyd.
is insane. And yeah,
And
there's
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
The only
Seriously,
male
And
this
besides
is
Lloyd,
the
fucking
who's-
girl
H2.
boss set. That's what it is, and I am all here for it. And also
Listen.
Yeah.
Skylar,
I own
so
that set.
that's why.
Lloyd.
There it is.
Heck yeah. So Trist, what's your favorite?
I've always had a really soft spot for the movie Bounty. It's just beautiful, and
Good choice.
it's got an awesome interior, the super detailed, and also it was like 2,200 pieces, and it was $160. Like, and I know the Ninjago movie prices were like already really good, but that's just like, I think that's like amazing price per part. Like, we're never gonna see anything like that again from Ninjago. But
I'm so sad.
yeah, I also like the gardens a lot too. But I gotta say, the Bounty is probably gonna be my favorite for a while.
Yeah, the bounty is like as good as a location set, despite technically, I guess, being a vehicle. I think.
Yeah.
You want it that kind of level of like nice aesthetic and detail and stuff.
I just wish
So
that we
Xena.
got.
I also
Oh,
really
sorry.
like the Ninjago City Gardens. Me and my dad, we went to one of the Lego stores kind of close by my house, and we just bought a whole bunch of sets during quarantine, and yeah.
Stack up.
That's the best thing to do during quarantine. Just you buy a bunch and build them while you're sitting around in your house.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay,
Well,
you want to end
it
the
looks
thing?
like we're done. Before we go, outro. So, thank you guys, whoever's watching this, for watching the NANC podcast. This is our first inaugural podcast, so you know we're learning the ropes. We're doing our thing. But
If
this
anybody's still
channel,
watching this, comment hamburger.
yes,
So we
comment
know.
hamburger. We'll probably be doing some other cool stuff on this channel, like more podcasts, some fan dubs, and even some reactions, perhaps.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
some
and
crystalized
also
episodes, even.
Also dubs of Alina's fan fictions.
Yes, and fanfic dubs. So it'll be a fun time. So stick around if you wanna. I guess do those YouTube-y things if you wanna.
Like,
feel
subscribe,
it's
share with
obligated to say it.
everyone.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Can we
rip
put
off
the link
Daily
to
Real
the-
Lord's outro. Boy, okay.
In the description, there's a link to the server, the Discord server, if you want to come and hang with us. We talk about Ninjago and other cool things. It's a pretty cool vibe. We're all chill here, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So, with that being said, if y'all want to say goodbye, and
Don't
I
want to
hope
say goodbye.
whoever's watching is having a good day.
Ninjago.
Yeah, we should probably end like that.
Yeah.
Okay, Ninjago. We'll do it better next time.
Okay, bye.
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 I love Skylar.